UFC 326 has just wrapped up. Here is your full mount MMA recap. The entire White House card was announced tonight. In the main event, Ilia Topuria will defend the lightweight title against interim champion Justin Gaethje. In the co-main event, Alex Pereira is moving up to heavyweight and will face Cyril Gane for the interim heavyweight championship. Sean O'Malley is set to face Amin Zahabi. Mauricio Houthi will fight Michael Chandler. Bo Nickel is set to face Kyle Dawkins, and the card will be opened by Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. What do you guys think about the card? Do you think it's lived up to the hype? Post your opinions in the comments.
You know, moving up and taking on a guy like Cyril Gane, the way that these two strike, it's going to be very, very interesting. And should he win the fight, then we figure out what's going on with Tom Aspinall, and it could be him versus Aspinall.
Despite not being on the card, Conor McGregor posted this on X. He wrote a great card. #can't wait. Ilia Topuria posted this photo to his Instagram after the news broke. In the caption, he wrote 18-0. Bo Nickel claims he tried to fight Colby Covington on the card. He responded to this post saying, "You should be fighting Colby Covington." Bo said, "I tried." He said, "Absolutely not."
It was amazing. I kind of knew, but I'm not almost crying, but I'm very proud. I promise.
Fight name is a hobby. A lot of people are going to say, how this fight come about? Here's the God honest truth. I told UFC, I would love to fight at the White House. I will fight anybody at the White House. I will fight Ilia. I will fight Islam. I will fight Habib. No, but for real, I said, I want to fight on the White House card. Please let me fight on the White House card. I don't care who it is. It's crazy how secret this card has been. I knew about this literally only like a week ago. I wasn't even sure. Once in a lifetime opportunity. America versus Canada. I'm pretty sure we whooped their hockey. Don't really watch it, but I heard that's true. But USA versus Canada. Makes sense. I like it. I'm happy. I'm excited.
On the prelims, Cody Garbrandt defeated Xiao Long via unanimous decision. It was a very strange fight, as Cody was kicked and kneed in the groin, which led to Long having 2 points deducted. At one point, Cody even needed a bucket and appeared to vomit into it before continuing the fight.
I know that kid was, that's what he fights. He fights all out. I mean, hollering, screaming, throwing everything heavy. I knew that was happening. Inverted fouls, and I know it's part of it, but man, there was so many of them. We clashed heads. I went for a feint takedown. It was coming up and we clashed heads and, put him on his and I could have jumped on him right there, but, I've been a veteran of the game and that's not how I would want to win or how a fight happens. So, pulled off, made sure he's all right. Then, I got a couple bad end calls on myself, and that really hurt. I've never been hurt that bad from a groin shot. I mean, I was just dry heaving, and then, the crowd got behind me, so I was like, I had to get up and keep fighting. And then it happened right again. So I never saw two nut shots, deducted points. So I'm like, but I don't want to finish a fight like that. So I tried to get on my wheels, get my offense back going, and I just, kind of was a little bit of the wind was out of my sail after that. But, I tried to fight in there tough, find the openings and take him out. But he's a tough young kid, coming from China, first fight in the States, first fight on a huge card, fighting a former world champion. I knew I was going to expect a kind of fight like that. Yeah, just stay present, stay engaged. I looked over at my coaches and they were just telling me to breathe and stay calm. And, as crazy as I am and hot-headed I am, probably a younger version of myself would have just, you just went and sent it. I tried to, and then obviously we got another inverted foul, low shot. So, definitely not my veteran experience and being in there so long, so many times. And he was playing in the crowd too, it's like I said, his first fight in the States. Hats off to him. He's a really tough kid. They got a lot of good fighters over there in China at the Shanghai UFC Performance Institute. So hats off to him. Just get back to training with my coaches and teams. Keeps just evolving, progressing. Really had a good camp, had fun out there. Obviously it was a weird fight, strange fight to get things going. But man, just build off this momentum and keep going.
To kick off the main card tonight, Gregory Rodriguez defeated Bruno Ferreira via knockout in the first round. With the win, RoboCop avenged the knockout loss he suffered to Fajeda in their first meeting back in 2023. Terrence McKinney reacted saying that's how you take revenge right there. Gilbert Burns says clean performance by Gregory Rodriguez. And Bilal Muhammad says wow RoboCop.
I feel so glad, man, you know. But yeah, I just proved to myself I'm a different fighter since there. And but what I wish the best for Bruno. Bruno is a tough guy. I was really happy to face him, you know, one more time. Right, was really fast, you know, like a rematch in the UFC, like especially in this, you not see a lot. But yeah, I'm glad to face him one more time and get my, you know, my win. So yeah, I'm happy, really happy. Well, I think everybody saw it, like my patience, and I always enjoy the fight, you know, take my time. I love to be inside the octagon when that door's locked. It's just me and the other guy, and I have 15 minutes to play, to do what I love to do, what I choose to do, and yeah, I start to enjoy more my. For sure, I would like to fight a little bit longer, but I'm glad the hand connected was perfect and clean. Yeah, like I think it's that like patient and I think I'm enjoying a little bit more. Henry told me, Gregory, you don't need to start, you know, fast or no rush. Take your time, work on the defense, get your space, and when you do that, you see when you can land your hand, and that's what was happening. And I said thank you, Henry, a lot. I just was taking my time, and then one shot was necessary. Yeah, now I will take my time. I will talk with my manager, but you guys gonna see RoboCop back in a moment.
Drew Dober defeated Michael Johnson via TKO in the second round. Johnson now has 16 losses in the UFC. Dober is on a 2-fight winning streak and will likely face a top 15 opponent next. Derek Brunson reacted saying, damn, Michael Johnson was winning that fight until he wasn't. Alan Jouban reacted saying, cover distance with the hook, finish with the straight. Each punch longer than the next. Perfectly done. Dober is a bad man. And Terrence McKinney says, damn, bro really dented his head. Ain't no way, call the doctors ASAP.
I mean, it was fantastic. I mean, Michael Johnson is a monster, and he is very talented. And to get a win over him just means a lot to me, and we're going to keep this streak rolling. I had no idea. I came in with zero anticipation or prediction. I just wanted to react to what Michael Johnson, because I think I got the best MJ version of MJ in this fight, and I was able to showcase my abilities. I mean, that was the result. I have a tendency of getting ahead of myself, causing more damage to myself than my opponents do. And in my older age, I've been able to mature and learn to be in the present moment. And we had to lose the first round to eventually take advantage of that second. I just made some reads. Michael Johnson was fighting a very specific way, throwing his jab, and the way he was moving while defending. So in the second round, I just started taking advantage of what I read, and then setting up my cross. I think he was waiting for that nervous entry to come out. He knows that I'm a knockout artist, and so he thought I was going to come out in that first round guns blazing. I held it back, and I wanted to be unpredictable, and now I just saw how his head was moving, and then we found the chin. I mean, that's Drew Dober. That's how Drew Dober fights. I wear my heart in my hands every time I'm in the cage, and man, I love that CBS was able to see one of my best performances, and there's more to come. I mean, I definitely want more fights. The more, the merrier. I want to keep doing this, especially since time's not on my side, and so we're going to keep wrapping this up. So right now, I'm just going to go home and be a stay-at-home dad for a little bit, but as soon as the UFC calls, I'm ready to go.
Raul Rosas Jr. defeated Rob Font via unanimous decision. At 21 years old, Rosas will likely now be ranked in the top 15 in the bantamweight division. Brian Ortega reacted saying Rosas is looking great. Cub Swanson reacted saying Raul Rosas is giving me Benson Henderson vibes. Corey Anderson says, why do strikers, when they go to fight a wrestler, start trying to fight from a wrestling stance? You are not going to become a wrestler in one camp. Work defense, of course, but focus on sharpening your craft, striking, and make them pay. Horrible fight IQ by Rob Font. And Dylan Dennis reacted saying, always good seeing someone from the cast of The Goonies get a win.
Nah, surreal. Because those are the type of fights I envision myself in when I came into the company, and still being 21 years old, but fighting the best of the best. And it coming to like not being a close fight, like you said, I passed the test with flying colors, man. It's just all the hard work I put throughout the whole years, you know. It was gonna go really smooth like that. You know, I know God was with me, so I was really calm throughout the whole process, like before the fight. And then the fight was so calm, and I saw everything. I knew to not rush the takedowns, and whenever he would try to come close, I would take him down. And I thought it was gonna go clean like that, but the other plan was to, if it wasn't clean like that, plan B was to just exchange with him, like make it a boxing match. But I'm glad we didn't have to go there. Good, especially like how calm I am in defeat. Like I'm not uncomfortable. I'm calm. I'm moving. If you give me a takedown, I'm gonna take it. But otherwise, if you don't give it to me, I'm gonna be calm in there, you know. And I think I showed my maturity more than anything. It's crazy because it passed through my head like during the fight. I think it was first or second. And I was like, why are you so calm in my head? But I was like, you're experienced, you know, you're trying to stay calm, save energy, because we got 3 rounds. So I was like, all right. I was like, I'm going to do that too. You know, you're saving energy, I'm going to save some energy too. So then I started being relaxed again and just waiting for him to make a mistake. I won the top 10, baby. Whoever's going to get me closer to the belt. I think now I can count it with one hand how many fights I'm away from the belt if everything goes good. So I'm so happy.
In the co-main event, Caio Borralho defeated Reiner de Ritter via unanimous decision. After the fight, Caio called out Dricus du Plessis. Many people disagreed with the 30-27 scorecards. Nasruddin Imavov reacted saying, yeah, we got some work to do for the high level, boys. Terrence McKinney says a lot closer fight than I expected. Good job, Caio. Brian Ortega congratulated Caio and the Fighting Nerds, and the MMA Guru reacted saying, F*** Borralho for all those cage grabs in round 1 and 2. Only reason the Fighting Nerds are popular is because of Prates, Hoofy, and Silva. Boring little freak with no highlights cheating his way to victory. Cheat in the UFC, there is no punishment.
I'm feeling amazing, man. You know, I fought 6 times here in Vegas and never in T-Mobile, and now the 7th time is in T-Mobile. Something that I envisioned since my first fight here in Las Vegas, and I just feel blessed, proud of me and my team, and let's go to another one. Vegas is my house. Vegas is my house. There's no way I lose here in Vegas. It was very important, you know, because I know right now I cannot say 100%, but on my mind, on my spirit, I was 100%. And when I'm feeling that way, I feel invincible, you know. And I just got everything together, got present in all the moments of my life, and that's the Caio you guys see, you know. It's easier to prepare to a 3-round fight, right? But you need to be more intense, more aggressive, you know. I think you guys saw how I started aggressive this fight, how I was aggressive on this fight. So that's the way I need to approach a 3-round fight over like that. And I think I did a great job, you know. I tried to KO this guy so much because I promised that. I said that I was going to KO him to keep the fight standing. And I tried so much. I had time to show the level of my grappling to all the division. But I kept the fight standing and I tried to knock him out. But the guy was tough, awkward, hard to connect the punches. But yeah, we got the job done. I'm proud that I came through this fight, even with some kind of things that I needed to do in the camp and all that. But the camp was good, amazing. And actually, I'm not proud only for myself, you know. I'm proud of my team. Those guys dedicated so much time on me, so much love with me, you know, that I just wanted to make them proud, you know. And I was the first guy from the Fighting Edge to get into the UFC, and now I was the last one to complete the comeback season. And the comeback season is just complete, and now it's the belt season. We're coming for that belt. I've been calling this guy since like my 2nd fight in the UFC. I think I called him out like 3 or 4 times, and he tweeted something like, oh, go get 2 more wins and then we can talk about. I got 8 wins now, brother. Where are you? Like, big respect from you, for you. You're a great athlete, great fighter. You was a great champion, very dominant. But I want to test myself against you, so let's go, brother. Up here. After I beat him I'm the next in line, you know? And then I can avenge my loss if Imavov was the champion, or I can challenge another guy that was going to be the champion at the time. But I need one more, you know? And I'm ready to, you know?
And in the main event tonight, Charles Oliveira defeated Max Holloway via unanimous decision to become the new BMF champion. Many people in the MMA community were unhappy with the fight, calling it underwhelming, especially given that it was a BMF title bout with very little striking throughout. Conor McGregor reacted saying Daniel Cormier on Max on top. He should stall. LOL. He should have elbowed all the open targets. Payback. Stall. LOL. F off. Shockingly bad fight. I am shocked. Charles is a little Charlie. Very bad, Charles, very bad. Hang your head bad. Good luck. Don't crown that belt. Nate Diaz reacted saying, these guys all dorks fighting for my belt. You're welcome. He followed up saying, boring motherfuckers. Luke Rockhold says, I thought this was BMF belt. Ryan Garcia reacted saying, BMF or let's just roll on the ground the whole time. Kevin Holland says, okay, a little striking would be fun. The MMA Guru says, loving this fight, but this isn't what the BMF title is about. Someone's got to say it. Paulo Costa reacted saying, so boring. I understand you now, Dana. Terrence McKinney said, this is not BMF. And Hamzat Chimaev reacted saying, this was crazy highlight fight, with a laughing crying emoji. The stream on Paramount cut out right before the third round, causing us to miss a significant portion of the action. Ariel Helwani writes, I'm getting the black screen of death on Paramount Plus. Anyone else? Stephen Thompson says, my stream just cut out. No. Jared Gordon says, my TV is blank. And Gilbert Burns wrote, my stream is killing me right now. Come on, Paramount.
These dudes come here and talk a lot of crap. We come here, we do a lot of beautiful things for our family. We fight and we do great things for our kids. If this division got 2 BMFs, those 2 BMFs are Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos.
Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Bruce Bowles. It says PFL got scammed by Francis. The second one's from Stickened. It says Corey versus Sean is the only fight to make for each of them. And the final one's from Reluctant Blumpkin. It says nice to see Ariel emerge from the tunnel under a street to give his MMA take.
Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.